Welcome to The Source, where we combine the headlines with in-depth conversations with the newsmakers themselves. Today on the program, it's Binay versus Binay.
Sir, how's your relationship with Miss Mayor Abby?
Ay, magkapatid kami.
Mainit lang ang panahon. Mukha namang hindi magiging mainit ang labanan.
Both candidates confident to win Makati City's top post.
Nasa kamay po natin na manumbalik po ang tunay na serbisyong binan.
Ako po si Mayora Abby Binay, may performance na napatunayan nyo na.
The incumbent mayor believes she has what it takes to retain the seat.
Hindi ko tinatayuan ng apelido ko. Ang tinatayuan ko, yung nagawa ko dun sa 3 taon na binigyan nila ako ng pagkakataon na maglingkod sa kanila.
While her brother insists he will bring back the Binay brand of leadership.
There's a very strong clamor on the ground for that Binay kind of service or leadership to be back in the city of Makati.
Its legacy amid political rivalry in Makati. Mayoral candidate Junjun Binay joins us live. Thank you for joining us. I'm Pinky Webb. The race for the next Makati City Mayor is now officially on, with the Binay family having the edge. The next question now is who among the two siblings fighting over the post will prevail. Incumbent Mayor Abby Binay says her performance will lead her to victory, and she doesn't see her brother as a major threat in winning back the post. Abby is running for her second term in office. Abby's biggest contender is no less than her brother, a former mayor who believes he can lead Makati City better. His battle cry, bring back the style of service the Binay family is known for. Let's go straight to the source of the story. We have Makati mayoral candidate, ex-mayor Junjun Binay. Welcome to the show. Good to see you again, sir. How are you?
Nice to be back here, Pinky.
Oh, you know, we wanted to guest you a couple of weeks back because of what happened to your longtime executive assistant. We'll get to that in a while, sir. But, you know, the official campaign season for local elections began Friday. Nagkaroon kayo ng proclamation rally. Yung kapatid din niyo po nagkaroon ng proclamation rally. It's really Binay versus Binay. We've known that. Senator Nancy says this has got to be one of the most difficult times for your family. Would you agree?
Yes, very difficult because we're slugging it out with my sister. Of course, my father involved now, so magulo talaga.
Actually, I wanted to get to that, Mayor, because parang your dad is really involved in the campaign of Mayor Abby. Senator Nancy is very much involved, and your ate Anne involved in the Junjun Binay campaign. How do you explain that to your constituents?
Well, first of all, if you remember, Pinky, my father sent out a statement to the media saying that he will be neutral in this campaign. Ganon nag-start eh. Before anything else, nagpaalam ako sa dad ko. I told him that I would really like to run. So nagpaalam ako na maayos sa father ko. Hence, my father gave that statement that he would rather be neutral and allow the people of Makati to decide as to who between us will be the choice of the people of Makati. So basically, that was the premise that we were all holding on. But now that my father is deeply involved with the campaign of my sister, I cannot explain for him kung bakit biglang nagkaroon ng shift naman dun sa from being neutral and then being actively involved with Abby's campaign. But, you know, I will not say anything against my father. He is my father. If he had decided to do that for my sister, then I'll have to respect it.
You do have your Sunday lunches, right? As a family? Or wala na yun?
Wala na rin eh. Wala na rin, well, bihira na rin ako pumunta dun sa Sunday lunches.
What about Senator Nancy?
Once in a while. She's also busy going around the country.
I see. Would it really be honestly because your father kind of like took a stand? Kaya medyo nagkakailangan na doon sa Sunday lunches ninyo or Sunday gatherings?
Well, pag nagla-lunch naman, my father would have lunch with us and then aalis na rin din siya, avoiding any discussion about politics.
Okay, so when, you know, we understand also way back, sir, that the Vice President said, dissuaded you. Sinabi niya, pwede wag ka nalang tumakbo.
Yeah.
Pero you decided to go on. Ngayon that he was neutral supposedly in the past and now he's taken a stand, masama ang loob mo sa daddy mo?
Well, I would have wanted my father to remain neutral like any other father or like any other parent for that matter. Nag-aaway yung dalawang anak, then ang trabaho ng magulang is to make sure na mag-aayos yung mga anak. Not to take a side, but it was my father's option. And Pinky, ang isang naging problema talaga dito si Luis. Isa yan sa naging issue rin ng pamilya. And kasi si Luis...
Luis is the husband of Mayor Abby?
Yes.
Okay.
Si Luis kasi talagang openly, sinasabi niya na tapos na yung panahon ng mga Binay, panahon ng mga campus. It's one of the reasons why, you know, we decided as a family, or at least half of the family, decided that we can't let this happen. Kasi si Luis, sinasabi niya, tapos ng panahon ng mga Binay, panahon ng mga campus ngayon. So, masakit para sa amin kasi hindi naman siya mananalo ng congressman ng District 2 kung hindi naman siya nakapangasawa ng Binay. At least yan ang opinion ko.
At kung di niya napangasawa, si Abby, si Mayor Abby.
Abby Binay.
Right.
As a
right.
Binay, di
Yeah.
ba? Kahit na sinasabi ng kapatid ko na hindi niya tinutungtungan yung apelido namin, hindi niya rin naman ginamit yung apelido ng campus. So kung
Ano bang ginamit niyang apelyido?
Binay pa rin yung ginamit niya. So I think that's contrary to what she's saying.
What is your dad saying? If Luis, his name is Congressman Luis Campos, right? He's the congressman right now. If Congressman Luis Campos is saying that tapos na ang era ng Binay at lumipat na tayo sa campus, hindi ba kakagalitan din ni Vice President si Luis kung gano'n ang kanyang pananalita?
Well, hindi binigyan ng una ng certificate of nomination si Luis itong election na ito. So he had to get CONA from a different party.
Aha. And how does your dad or your mom stand in all that? Because obviously you want to keep the Binay family intact in Makati. In fact, even as a senator, your sister, now your father is also running for congressman, si Vice President. Ibig sabihin lahat kayo gustong maiwan sa politika, and yet you have supposedly a brother-in-law saying, we want the Binays out. It kind of does not make sense. Paano ba yun? Paano ba ipaliwanag yun?
It's very complicated, the dynamics right now within the family. I have two of my sisters supporting me. My mom, she's been very quiet. Like any other, my mom, I know she supports me, but she will not, I think, come out. Kasi, syempre, anak
She will
yan.
not openly say it?
I
Ganun
think,
ba?
I hear among friends that my mother is openly campaigning for me, but I'm not sure if my mother will come out in public saying, vote for June, because Abby is also her daughter.
Absolutely.
So, if there's one thing, lagi kong sinasabi, that's unconditional love. Di ba? Kahit mag-away-away, syempre ang gusto ng nanay or any other parent, dapat pakita na mahal niya pareho yung anak niya.
Pinakita ba ni Vice President na he loves you less by campaigning for Mayor Abby?
I really couldn't say that. But one thing's for sure, syempre masakit din para sa akin na openly hindi na tinuloy ng father ko yung sinabi niya na hindi siya makikialam dito sa labanan.
Parang mahirap naman ata really sabihin na hindi ka masasaktan with something like that. Because, you know, if you watch both proclamation
But
rallies...
Pinky, may mga anak din ako. And I don't see myself taking anyone's side kung may mag-aaway sa kanila. Because I want them to be intact.
You're not gonna do this, sir, in the event, let's just say it happens among your kids. In the future na may dalawang tumakbo laban sa isa't isa, you will not take a side.
Well, hopefully, wala nang papasok sa politics among my children. I don't see any of my children entering politics.
So just to clear the air on this, so you and when was the last time you and the Vice President spoke?
During the week of, nung mass ni Monette. That was the last time I saw him.
And what, if you can share, what kind of conversation? Was it very awkward or
Hindi naman.
paano ba?
Whenever I see my father, we give him all the respect.
Yeah.
So,
But let's remember the wake of Monette happened before the proclamation. Tama, di ba?
yes.
So,
yes.
hindi pa yung proclamation na lumabas din yun.
But my father's been
Yeah,
walking
openly,
and So, again, hindi naman din bago.
You know, the Vice President, Binay, is saying, nung tinaas niya yung kamay ni Mayor Abby, sabi niya, hindi, ikaw pala yung the returning mayor. Tapos, ang tawag ata kay Mayor Abby, the next mayor.
Okay. So, kasi Pinky, people are confused. Like, my father gave a statement that he had not received an invitation to attend my proclamation rally. But again, nag-usap kami magkakapatid, would not put my father in an awkward situation that he had attended my sister's proclamation rally and then, invite him to attend mine. Maguguluhan lang yung mga tao. Basta, ang congressman ko, isa lang, si Junjun Binay. He's my father and I will give to him all the respect. Kung nagsabi siya na gusto niya mag-attend, wag naman natin siya ilagay sa alanganin dahil magiging masama naman ang loob ng kapatid ko kung bigla naman siya makikita naman dun sa proclamation rally namin.
But if he were to remain neutral, he would have attended both proclamation rallies. Diba? Ganun yun eh.
Well-
And then let the people decide. Because with the Vice President going to Mayor Abby Binay's proclamation rally, it's obvious that he's endorsing your sister and not you.
Well, actually, Pinky, before the campaign period started, nagsasabi ng tatay ko that he will not go up any stage, whether sa sister ko or sa akin. So yun yung sinasabi, but hindi rin naman nasunod. Yun.
That's not what happened.
Exactly.
I think Saturday ba yung sa'yo?
No,
Friday.
Saturday kami, Friday sila.
Sila Friday,
Yeah.
kayo Saturday. All right, so being that, ayun eh, it's Binay versus Binay, syempre, it's a lot of, dami talaga nagtataka about it, but let's move forward, Yung inyong partido kasi, ang partido niyo is Binays, no? Team Binays.
Yes.
Bakit?
Kasi yung
Hindi
isa,
ba nice?
yung isa nagsusot ng t-shirt, maldita siya. Tapos, ganun yung ginagawa niya.
Okay.
Marami na akong narinig na mga nagsasalita, mga judges, mga employees, na nakakasabay nila sa elevator yung kapatid ko, babatiin nila, nitignan, hindi man lang gawin. Pero ngayon, dahil malapit na yung eleksyon, bumabati na ngayon. So yun yung
Hence what? Kaya naging, ang slogan niyo, Team Binays? Ganun ba yun?
Well,
Kasi Binay, Binays, di ba?
matagal na rin naman na ginagamit yon even during the time of my father.
I see, okay. So you just carried on.
And then my sister Nancy carried that.
I see.
So be nice with that smiley face.
Right, yeah.
And then sabi ko, well, in line with who we really are, kailangan gamitin din natin.
So, kayo, be nice. Ano yung sa does that mean your sister, your Mayor Abby is not nice? Ganun ba ibig sabihin nun?
Well, siya naman na nagsasabi na maldita siya. Siya nagsusuot ng t-shirt na maldita siya. And sabi niya, may mga recordings na sinasabi niya, hindi ako nandito para kaibiganin kayo. So may mga ganon.
You know, she did say that your style of leadership is very different. She would parang buckle down to work in her office at hindi siya talaga lalabas, possibly katulad mo. Would you agree? Iba yung style ng leadership
Pinky,
niyo.
yung sinasabi niya, but you're a city mayor. Hindi pwedeng sa opisina ka lang. Hindi ka pwedeng mayor lang na nasa likod ka lang ng lamesa mo dahil may mga tao ka na kailangan pamunuan. Paano mo malalaman kung ano yung mga pangangailangan nila kung ang gusto mo ay nandun ka lang sa opisina mo? Hindi pwede yan. Okay.
Yung team ni Mayor Abby, because way back, I just wanted to get an update. Parang there were about 13, supposedly, sir, no, out of 18 councilors who defected to your camp, and 21 out of 33 barangays. Iyon pa rin ho ba yun? O may naglipatan na muli?
Well, ganun pa rin. Wala naman nagbago. It's 13 of the 16 regular councilors. Kasi may dalawang ex officio member lang.
Okay.
ABC and SK.
And yung barangay captains?
It's still the same. Although in this election, hindi sila pwedeng makialam dahil bawal ang partisan politics for the barangay officials.
All right, we'll be taking a short break. This is The Source on CNN Philippines. Still to come, an update on the killing of his longtime aide. Is it politically motivated? Candidate Junjun Binay will still be with us after the break. You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. Our guest today, Makati mayoral candidate Junjun Binay. So, nag-umpisa nga yung campaign season. May sinabi po si Mayor Abby na parang, it seems she's very confident of winning because she says, parang mainit ang panahon pero hindi naman mainit ang laban. But let's listen to what Mayor Abby said.
Mukha namang hindi magiging mainit ang labanan. I stand on my performance, so I don't see it as a challenge. Mas madali, actually, sa akin mas madali dahil nung 2016 ang kalaban ko nakaupo. Nung 2016, ako'y pabakasyon na, ako'y paretiro na. Pero ngayon, kumbaga ako ang feeling ko, nakaungos naman ako dahil sa 3 taon na nakapaglingkod ako ng tama. So parang ito ngayon, parang chill-chill lang tayo sa darating na 45 days.
How do you feel about that? Is it a tough fight? Really? Sa inyong dalawa? And let's remember, meron pa atang may apat pa atang tumatakbo na mayor, no?
Yes, but
Okay.
Anyways, it's true to form. That's my sister. Talagang, yun ang yabang talaga niya eh. She'll make it appear na walang laban.
Meron ba? What's the on the ground?
Siguro hindi niya kailangang pilitin yung tatay ko na ikampanya siya kung sobrang lakas niya. At kung sinasabi nga niya na ang tinutungtungan niya ay yung performance niya, edi sana campus na yung ginamit niya. Alam mo, Pinky, ang interesting dito is sinasabi nila team performance. So ang tanong lagi namin doon sa baba, ano bang ginawa rito? Kasi may mga courts, sinara, giniba, wala namang gumagawa hanggang ngayon.
What kind of courts? What do you mean?
Mga covered courts dun sa mga barangay. I'll give you an example. Yung barangay Palanan. Yung court dyan, September pa lang, giniba na. Hanggang ngayon, walang gumagawa, walang construction na nangyayari. Yung subway na pinagmamalaki nila.
True.
Nung December, birthday pa niya. Nagpirmahan sila ulit, nagukay-hukay sila sa City Hall. Hanggang ngayon, walang construction na nangyayari. At walang pinapakitang dokumento kung ano yung master plan dun sa subway na yon.
So this subway, just to be clear, is very different from what the government with Japan is doing na subway.
Yung
Let's not,
DOTR is for the entire Metro Manila.
let's not confuse that.
Exactly.
Pero is it connected to the DOTR?
Well, they're saying it
ODA
will be
Japan?
connected. But, you know, interestingly, mas mura yung subway ng national government, which is made in Japan, compared dito sa proposal nila, which is made in China. And considering the length, mas malalabas itong proposed na subway ng China na ibibigay doon sa Makati.
Which is, and is it going to be shorter? I can imagine it will
About
be.
parang 11 kilometers lang ito eh.
But she cites one thing. She boasts of gains during her term. Sinabi din niya, which I guess, would you dispute this, that the first time in 12 years cited by the COA after its 2017 financial statement raised no red flags? Ang ibig sabihin nun parang trophy of good governance.
Well, kami yung dun sa highly competitive city, nakuha rin naman namin yun. Mas mahirap yun kesa dito sa COA.
Than COA?
Oo, mas mahirap yun. Sina Bill Luz ang tumitingin kung competitive nga yung isang lugar. And we were adjudged as the most highly competitive city during my time. Right now, we're maybe number 4, number 5. We're lagging behind. Yung COA naman, di ko naman sa ano.
Pero napaka-strict ng COA. Hindi ba?
Anyways,
Parang may gusto
na
ka
lang.
sabihin na naiintindihan ko. Okay.
I mean, with all due respect, COA yan. It's nasa constitution natin yan. But anyways, kung yan lang ang pinagmamalaki
You're raising
nila.
an eyebrow on this, ganun ba? Is it fair to say that na hindi ka masyadong believe dito sa...
mas malaking bagay sana kung nanggagaling din sa private sector, yung nagsasabi na mas maganda yung nagawa mo para dun sa lugar mo. Because right now, I think we're number 4 or number 5 doon sa being competitive city in the country.
Okay, what about, she talked about, of course, the subway na sinabi mo, hinuhukay pa lang.
Wala pang hinuhukay, naghukay lang ng konti doon sa City Hall. Until now, there's no construction going on.
But I think the mayor was saying that this has just happened in December, if I'm not mistaken, sir.
Yeah,
Tama
but
ba?
they've been bragging about this since last year.
Well, she calls also Makati with her a digital city.
Okay? And have you felt that Wi-Fi connection that they have been bragging? Wala pa rin naman. Wala pa rin yung mga libreng internet na sinasabi. So, again, the people of Makati, they're aware of this. Mas masasabi nila kasi doon sila nakatira. Ay, kung lalabas lang natin sa media yung gagawin natin, ibang storya naman yun. Kasi iba yung talagang nararamdaman ng mga tao.
You're saying iba yung pulso ng tao pagka taga Makati ka?
Well, kasi nauunawaan nila at silang makakapagsabi kung meron bang talagang nagawa o
Taga
hindi.
Makati din ako Anyway, so sir, may sinasabi din that you're saying that she's being driven by vengeance. Why? Why would she be driven by vengeance?
Because, anong sabi niya, hindi siya magpapatawad, hindi na maaayos yung pamilya namin. In fact, dun sa, pinakita sa akin ng sister ko, meron siyang post doon. Sinasabi niya, forgiveness ain't coming anytime soon. Talagang...
Is this in her Facebook account, sir?
Well, I'm hoping it's still there kasi may mga nagbubura na rin ng mga post ngayon.
If true, Mayor, if true, that, she can't stand on her performance as you allege because iniisa-isa natin yung digital city, yung subway, etc. Tsaka itong subway, no? The financial statement by the COA, sabi niya, the first in 12 years. So if I were to digest that, parang, ang galing nga naman, first time in 12 years, then it would be an easy win for you, if that is so.
Well, we're still fighting my sister. she's the incumbent mayor. She has all the resources. Ewan ko kung sa kanilang kampo nang galing. May mga narinig ako, may makakalaban daw ako, bilyon nang uubusin dito sa labanan na ito. Hindi ko kayang ibigay kung ano yung nabigay nila dun sa proclamation rally. May mga fans, may mga... Ang daming gimmick eh. Ang daming gimmick, ang daming pinamimigay. So, hindi natin kaya. At may mga naririnig na rin ako dun sa baba. Bago pa lang nagsimula ang kampanya, umaapaw na ang pera sa kalye. So, hindi ko alam kung sino itong kandidato na ito. Pero, may kalaban. Talagang may mga ganyang issue na nangyayari dun sa
What is the
baba.
biggest challenge for you in this election?
Tinatakot yung mga tao eh. I have my own political leaders. Pinupuntahan sa bahay. Okay? Mga employees nagrereklamo. Marami nang natanggal, Pinky. Pagka nasabi na malapit sa akin, inaalis itong mga tao na ito. So it's just fear. Talagang tinatakot. May mga tricycle driver, merong poster ko, hinuli. So may mga ganyang insidente na nangyari rito.
Has it, it sounds, if I were to believe you, sir, it sounds, you know, it's a little sad actually because parang, well, yun na nga, sibling versus, it's a sibling rivalry and, you know, money, as you allege, is playing a big role here and there's, sinasabi mo nga, parang harassment, if I were to just really condense what you're saying. As I mentioned a while ago, the reason we wanted to have you a couple of weeks ago, maybe about a week and a half ago, was because of a very close friend, longtime aide of yours, si Monette, no? She was gunned down in front of her home in Barangay Olympia. And very telling was when you said politics was the motive behind this. Bakit, sir? What's the connection?
Pinky, because wala akong nakikitang ibang dahilan eh. For one, wala namang kaaway na nalalaman ko si Monette. Wala rin man siyang nakukwento, aside from the fact na may mga naiinis lang sa kanya because of this election. Okay? Pangalawa, when she was gunned down, nothing was taken away from her. Wala namang kinuha, walang kahit na ano. Okay? So, ano ngayon ang magiging motibo? Kaya nga, naging balungkot para sa akin, 2 days after the killing, the PNP, yung Makati Police, they were quick to conclude by saying that this is not politically motivated, simply because Monette is not a candidate.
Yes. At saka very amateurish atay daw, allegedly yung pagkapatay, sir.
Well, regardless how it was done, one thing's factual, that you have a person that died during that incident.
But why Monette? Why politically motivated? Why Monette?
Si Monette, she's very close to me. I travel with her. I trust my family with her. She's really, really close to me. Ang tagal na naming magkakilala at magkasama. 1993 pa lang, kasama ko niyan si Monette. And 2004, she was already running my office.
And the conclusion would therefore be what? Takutin kayo? What is it, sir?
Well, you know, 1 week before the campaign period, parang ganito rin halos yung nangyari. When I was running against Mercado, who incidentally is also supporting my sister, yung mga tao ni Mercado nandun na sa kapatid ko, yung best friend ng father ko was also supporting me that time. Binaril din siya before the start of the campaign. So, you know, ganun nagiging mainit at sana walang pattern tayo nakikita dito. But you can't help but think that it's really politically motivated.
Are you, before we go on a break, what is the latest on the investigation? Because I know you're looking for justice for Monette.
I think the family has already decided to seek the help of NBI for this particular case.
Because they are what? Unhappy with the investigation of the Makati Police? Would that be safe to say, sir?
I would think yung family feels more comfortable having the NBI conduct the investigation. Although I'd like to thank si General Eliazar because from day one, he has been on top of the situation.
We'll be taking another short break. This is The Source on CNN Philippines. We'll be right back. A netizen actually was saying that itong laban niyo daw ay strategy lang dahil ano man ang mangyari, Binay pa rin ang mananalo.
Well, ang malungkot dito, may namatay na tao. Kung naglalaban man kami, sana walang nasasaktan na tao. And it can't be a strategy. There's really a clamor. The first time I went here, ito naman yung sinabi ko sa iyo, Pinky. Tahimik lang yung mga tao. Dahil kasi ayaw din naman nila. It's, again, the fear of retaliation. Baka malaman, nagsalita sila in favor of me, balikan sila. Katulad yan, minamatay na tao. I'm still hoping, Pinky, that this is not, the death of Monet is not politically motivated. But right now, it would really look as if it is politically motivated.
What are your chances of winning, really, right now? Is it 50-50, sir?
I think it's going to be a very, very close fight, contrary to what my sister is saying.
Do you hope that there could possibly be some sort of reconciliation first between you and Mayor Abby?
Well, Pinky, ang gusto ko ang lumaban, noon pa was my father. Hindi naman ako nag-interest lumaban dito. At kanina, dun sa video, sinabi nga nung kapatid ko na handa na talaga siya na magpahinga at mag-alaga ng anak.
Yeah.
Kaya nga, ang sinasabi nga namin dito, ang mangyayari talaga is magpapalitan na lang yung mag-asawa. Ang mukhang mangyayari, kung hindi ako tumakbo, kung nakapag-file na yung kapatid ko as mayor at nakapag-file na si Luis as congressman of District 2, kung walang mabigat na kalaban, si Luis, siya nang magiging mayor ng Makati, and my sister will go back as a representative of District 2. Kasi si Luis pumupunta na sa District 1. Last year pa lang, sumasama na dun sa kapatid ko sa pag-iikot. So, ang plano talaga is, yung mga campus, sila na lang ang magpapalitan. So, masa-sideline na ngayon, yung pamilya ngayon namin dito.
All right. Thank you to mayoral candidate Junjun Binay, and I hope you do find justice for Monet, sir. Maraming salamat
Thank you,
and
Pinky.
good luck.
Maraming salamat.
Thank you for joining us here on The Source. I'm Pinky Webb. You're watching CNN Philippines.